Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper, October 2022 and 31 variant. So let's see how we can try this full paper. Sketch. Whenever you want to sketch these kind of modulus questions, whatever inside the modulus put equals to 0. And 1 goes there and 2 divide, you get negative half. So best technique of doing, take 3 points maximum. This negative half right in the middle. And now before negative half, let's say I have a 2. And before here, after this negative half, let's say positive 2 or even positive 1, even no issue. So when I plug in 1 here, I get a 3. When I plug in negative half here, I get a 0. When I put 2 here, I get a 5. Okay, I'm going to this one. Sorry for that. This is the negative 2. This is negative 2. Okay. When I plug in negative 2 here, negative 2, negative 4, negative 3, and negative 3 modulus give you positive 3. Recheck. Negative 2 into 2, negative 4, plus 1, negative 3, and modulus will finish the negative sign. Okay. Now, students, what I will do, 1, negative 1, 2. And highest value, we can take many numbers, but I think take easy to sketch. So 1, 2, 3. So this is values coming in the middle somewhere here. Sorry, here. X is negative 0.5. X is negative 0.5 and Y 0. What about this? X is 1, Y 3. For example, this and this, they meet here. And what about this point, students? Negative 2, it means this point, and positive 3, it means this point, the meeting here. Because a sketch, so it means no need to do accurate diagram. And I believe it's nothing hard to understand this kind of thing. Over 1 mark. You can, this working, no need to show examiner. If you show, no problem. If you don't show, directly you type in calculator and get answers. So no problem at all, because only 1 mark. Anyway, come back for next part. This kind of question we can do when modulus involved on one side and say x, actually x involved on both sides. So we have 2 techniques. One is a squaring both sides. Okay, I'm going to show you squaring both sides. When I square right-hand side, modulus will eliminate automatically. Here I'm expanding, you know it very well. First term square, positive 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Same story here. So first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. I get 9x to power 2, 2 5s are 10, 30x plus 25. 4x to power 2 plus 4x plus 1. It goes there, I get a 5x squared. It goes there, I get a plus 26x. It goes there, I get a 24. Now, students, I can use calculator even, okay, and so answers I'm getting, okay, we have to show at least some working. Negative b plus and minus b squared minus 4a into c over 2a. 2a. And you get show 2 answers. First answer is this, and second answer is this. This much, no need to show extra working, this enough. And now we write so we will make always this kind of parabolic curve. Okay, the smaller number is which one? Smaller number. Naturally, this is the smallest. So negative 4 comes left hand side, and this goes right hand side, negative 6 over 5. Okay, now read from this end is a lesser. How to read from this end is a lesser. So lesser is very clear. I taught many in previous lectures. Lesser means inside. But if it's come more than, then my arrows will be outside. So make sure this concept. This extra things I explained to you and how to read this, students. So bigger than -4, look, I'm writing x is, okay, I can write combined form also. -6/5 and bigger than -4. So this combined form, but we will check it. We will check it. And now both answers one by one, which is coming in the range and which is not in the range. Sometimes, students, one is coming in range, second is not coming in the range. Okay. So have a look now how we can test, okay, how to read this thing, how to read this thing. So I draw a number line so you can understand. This is a -4, slightly bigger, x is bigger than that, for -3, okay? And I will take this number, I will take this number. And what about this? -6.5 is, if you type in calculator, so 6 divided by 5, 6 divided by 5 is giving 1.2. So -6/5 is actually 1.2. So -1.2. So it is going because it's less than that. So less means slightly this way. I can take -1 even to test. So two numbers I will test. One slightly bigger than that and one slightly less than that. So let's start. -3, where we'll plug in top equation here. Here. So I'm writing it now here. 3x plus 5 less than modulus 2x plus 1. I'll copy in 2 times. This is a compulsory part of checking, okay? If you'll not check, sometime you will lose marks. So I'll plug in this -3 in this -3, -9. I get -9, -4. When I plug in -3 here, I got -6, -5 become +5. -4 is less than that. 1 minute, I check once again. He said X value is bigger than -4. And bigger than -4 is -3. Let me check again. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me check the other one even. Then I come back here. -1 I replace here. When I replace here, I get a -3, got a 2. When I plug in -1 here, I get a -2. I got -1. Modulus give you 1. So 2 is less than 1. You can see, students, one answer is coming here wrong and one is coming correct. Hold on, let me see here if any working mistake here. I get a 2 in numbers, -4 and is correct. -4 and -6/5. -4 and -6/5. Yeah, this is coming correct. And this is coming wrong. Hold on. And by default, yes, student is a one. I think it is the best way to understand. This is a best technique. This is a 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this -4 is coming, students, here. And this is a -1.2. I said this is coming somewhere here. So I should not take -1. This is my mistake. I should not take -1. I should take a -2. So let's plug in the -2 here. When I plug in -2, students, what happens? This answer, -2. So when I plug in -2 here, so -6, I got a -1. When I put -2 here, I got -4, -3, I got a positive. So this is a true, okay? But problem is coming, both are coming true. So this is a true and this is a true. Because -1 is smaller than 3, perfect. -4 is smaller than 1, perfect. Currently, both are true. But if you see it in our upper diagram, so this part is already drawn. Okay. This is a this shape, V shape I have drawn already. But this part, I'm going to make it separate now. So get ready. I'm going to use black color writing y equal to 3x plus 5. If I draw this line, okay, students, so I plug in x0. When I plug in x0, 0 to 0 plus 5, I got a 5. When I plug in -1, when I plug in -1, I got a 2. Okay, now I'm going to use it now here. Maybe issue is coming with the, okay, diagram portion, so no problem. I drag slightly down. Okay. And then I show you this concept. Okay, now where is a 5 students? So naturally 4 is this and 5 is this. Okay, this point is I'm showing 0, 5 is here. So I'm pointing it here. And -1, 2, -1 is 2, -1 is positive 2 is here, this meeting point here. So it means students, I'm getting this point. Now, if I take a scale and join them, you will see one concept here. Very important thing is going to come here. Okay, this line will not stop anywhere, will continue forever. Why? Because no modulus around it. Okay, then what? If you look at carefully, the answer is coming close to -1.2, which I got it here, -1.2. It means this answer is coming in the range. And you see, can you see these two lines will not intersect? Why? You can sense here gap is less, here more, here more, here more. So it means they are going more wider and no possibility they will intersect. Yeah, one possibility, if the black line is not like, is like this, then we have our two answers. But situation comes here, you can sense it means you got a one lesson. Whenever these kind of questions come, don't take risk. Okay, don't risk. This is not enough. This is not enough. Okay, so this is not enough for understanding, although both are justifying. So in this sense, both answers are answers, but students, you will not take a justified here. You will check this drawing even. So if they come, even this line come like this, so they will meet somewhere here. So we have a two answers. Then this technique is very helpful. Okay, do one favor. If you, for example, if this is this, for example, this is a true and both are true. You see, both are true. Let's say one false coming, then no need to check from the graph on the top. But if both are true coming, students, so best technique as a teacher, I'm suggesting you. If both true coming, best technique, go up and make the other line draw. And after drawing, you will understand they intersect one point or they intersect more than one point. So I hope so you got my point. And now answer I'm writing finally is this only. So X value, this answer we have less than -6/5. This is my final answer. And this I'm ignoring even it is true. And why ignoring? It is not by diagram, by diagram. I just given an example to understand for you. Okay, I hope so students you got the idea, and this number line will helping us to understand. And the question number 1 is completely over. Let's go for question number 2. Question number 2, we have students or such on a sketch Argand diagram, shade the region whose points representing satisfying this inequality is one number, second number, and third number. So we have 3 inequalities. So let's start. First of all, I'll discuss this one. So, you know, student, we have to write it. Actually, center of circle not given. And 0 plus 0 iota and less than equal to 3. This representing center of circle. And this representing radius of circle. And I just give you summary. Whenever modulus, I give you summary here below. Okay, let me discuss first. Then I give summary at the end. So this is a circle. If I make it, center is 0, 0. It means if I make a region like this, this 0, 0 is this point. And this gap is how much? 3. So this 3, this is -3, this is +3, this is -3. This diagram is not compulsory to make an exam, but if you make it like this, your problem will reduce. And the number 2, the chance of mistake will reduce as well. So this is done. Let's talk about this one here, first of all. So whenever ARG is stand for argument. So let me make this even. I think I can make it down part finally. Okay, I'm writing it here. Okay. Or I think here because that part will come in the middle. Okay. So, you know, students, argument ARG and our bracket Z, he wrote himself. And I'm writing here extra part 0 plus 0 iota. And then I'm writing pi. And what is this one? I'm writing here pi by 4. Okay, these are just discussed with you because many students confuse how to do this kind of thing. So first of all, student, I just give you an idea, this topic. So this is starting point of the ray. This is called starting point of the ray, starting point of the ray. And you know, ray always start like this. It has arrow, but one point is, this is called starting point. And this is a no ending point, okay, endless. Okay, so let's move on. So starting point of the ray is 0, 0. I mark 0, 0 here, done. I have one angle is pi, so it means pi. What is the pi? Starting from positive x-axis, angle pi is from here till here. It means I make it here red line. This is a red line, is a very clear. This is the pi from here till here. And now this is done. What about this one? Pi by 4. Pi by 4, if you type in calculator like this, 180 by 4, because pi is 180. If I type in, you get a 45 degree, and 45 degree is actually in the middle of the quadrant. So pi by 4 is actually here, students. So this is a 45, 45, because 45, 45 give you 90 degree. So this is a pi by 4, which I'm going to show you here. This is no need to show to examiner, but okay. Now, what is my answer? My answer is argument of all those points, which is less than pi and bigger than pi by 4. Repeat. So this portion, first of all here, a circle less than 3. So all point in the circle, look, I make a blackish shading. This is called less than 3 equal to 3. What about this? So are all those angles which are big less than this angle and bigger than this angle. So it means this is no way. So bigger than pi by 4 is where? This is a pi by bigger than 4. And less than pi. So it means not even this region. So this region he talk about. This region he talk about. So between this line and this line. So I drew two red lines, two red arrows, and this red rays we can say even. So I have done it, alhamdulillah. Now I'll go for the third part. And when you talk about third part, students, there's a very best way to understand. You know, this is a way to understand maybe space problem. Maybe I make it slightly down. This is a real axis, student, real axis. So real axis, real axis, real axis. But what is the real axis equation, students? IM stand for imaginary, Z equals to 0. This is the form, this equation of the line of this one. So if line goes through, for example, 2, this is a 2. Then what is this equation of line? You will say the same story. Imaginary IM of Z is equal to that number in which is passing through 2. Now I talk about what is y-axis. So y-axis equation of the line is actually, this is called imaginary axis. Imaginary axis. It is an imaginary axis, and so it means this is okay. Now, what is imaginary axis equation of a line? RE of Z equals to 0. So student, opposite variable. Look at here. Real of real axis, opposite variable imaginary of Z equal to 0. Here is imaginary axis. So opposite variable real Z of equal to 0. Now I'm going to show a green color line. This line is passing through -2. And how to write equation of line? So real of Z is equals to -2. And if line going through, for example, +3, what is this line? Real of Z is equals to 3, because it's 3. Now, student, I think all us ideas clear. And if I talk about this line, he said bigger. So bigger shaded region is right side. Look, I'm showing you right portion. How right? Because he said that bigger than, and read from the variables and don't read from the numbers end. Now, student, I think you understood. Now I'm going to combine all three. I start my question always from circle. Get ready. And circle is 3, 3 is clear. So I will make it this idea. Inshallah, I believe you'll understand. And I make it a red color or blue color, no problem at all. Okay, then I make it, this is a region. And I believe, inshallah, you will understand. Okay, let me check. It is somehow middle or not? No, it's not a middle exactly. Okay. And I think now it's okay. Okay, student. This is a real axis. I'm writing here real axis, real axis. Okay. All right. and that atop is imaginary axis. Anyway, this is a positive 3. This number is negative 3. Look, 3 and negative 3. Above is 3 and below is, this is a, I think this is important to show because marks are 4. So I suggest as a teacher, please show these numbers, okay? So this is done. This circle part done. Let's talk about ray. Ray part, we have it. I'll make it a green color line, and from the middle of that, see? Wait a minute, this is not exact. Okay, 1 minute, please. Let me drag it down and make it here. Okay, student, this is a 100%, this is a 45 degree, this is a 45 degree, or you can say pi by 4 here, pi by 4 here. And now one line I will make along x-axis but negative, and this is a pi, and this is a pi by 4. And this middle region is my target. Anyway, 2 parts done, this part done, this done. What left, students? 1 part left. This is a ray part. So, line. A real of z equal to -2. Where is -2, students? I will divide this region 3 equal portions. 1, 2, 3 is equal. No, slightly here. This is a sketch, no needs that much accuracy required. Okay, student, I will make a line which passes through this number. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think this line I will make it in different color so you can differentiate easily. Okay, done. Now students, this is done and I'm writing the label, the equation even. This I'm writing real of z is equals to -2. Okay. This is done, student. I drew, I think this is a confirmed circle is 2 mark. Ray is, I think this depend upon examiner, but 3 marks will get up till now. Now shading part, because he said that shade part. And how do shading part? Let's start. In the circle, combine all 3 shading. In the circle, this part and this part. So in the circle, done. This greenish line, done. And bigger than the real part, done. So I'm going to make it now finally. And finally, I can make it in a blue color line. Blue color. This portion is my answer. So hold on, let me finish it. Then I discuss again. Okay, is this inside circle? Correct. Inside circle, correct. In between these 2 green lines, correct. More than this line, more than this part is correct. So this is combined region. I got it. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the question is completely over. And let's go. Question number we have next. 3 have. Okay, question is that solve this equation in this format answer. So logarithm involved here. So first of all, I just tell you some properties, but before I start, I just write it first because log involved. This is a way I understand. I will take a log because some student ask me, again ask me here, so how you know we take a logarithm? Because log involved and not log, we'll take ln. So just I take ln both sides. 2 to power 3x minus 1. Same way here, but in the bracket, we are multiplying 2 values. So we have multiplying here 2 numbers. Now I talk about the property. If you remember, after logarithm, if 2 values are multiplying each other, we can split them by putting a plus in the middle. So this property is very, very famous. Okay. And I'm using because multiplying, I can split them. So logarithm of 5 plus logarithm of 3 to power -x, and this plus came in the middle. Here I'm just writing as it is, no change, come left hand side. Second most important property which I will going to use now is logarithm x to power p. P stand for the power, and this power can go down and multiply with the whole thing. So power times to logarithm of x. This is second most important property which we use frequently. Okay, so this property I will apply here to bring it power down, and even here bring power down. So this applied 2 times, but please make sure, look, what is technical mistake in this way writing? Technical mistake is that it looked like this multiply 1 only, but we must put a bracket. This is a technical mistake, and this will come down. So -x times to logarithm of 3. Now, what is the next approach? Next approach, we have to, because in the whole question, what is unknown variable? X only. I have to make X subject, but here 2 x's involved. Okay, what to do? We have to make one side. Can I do directly? No way. This logarithm 2, I have 2 choices. If I bring it down here, it will create little issue. Why little issue, sir? Because dividing here and dividing separate. Better to multiply inside. This make easier. So 2x log of 2, 2x, sorry, ln 2. Repeat. ln 2 multiply with that. I got 2x ln2. ln2 will do 1. I got this. Same approach. Let's leave it. Okay. Now I have 1x involved here, x involved here. So I will bring this here and ln2 will go on the other side. 2x ln2 plus x. Okay, wait a minute. Just a minute, just a minute. Hold on, let me check the question correct. I copied. This is okay. This comes down. This comes down. This is correct. And oh, so this is okay. This is a mistake of mine. I should write it here 3x. Okay. So this is a 3x and 3x and 3x. So this is correct. Okay, alhamdulillah. Now I think clear, student, this will come down and I got x ln 3 equals to log of 5, and this is goes other side plus ln2. Okay, ln2. So now x common from both. Okay, so I get what's true in the bracket 3 ln2 and plus ln3. Okay, so ln5 and plus ln2 is so clever. He given us this format. So I will go reverse process here, plus I can go backwards. So students, I can say here this ln and 2 and 5 will multiply. So look, 5 2s are 10. And here I can do same process. So this I can go reverse process, students. So 3 will go in the power. It will turn to be ln 2 to power 3. And I can proceed further. How 2 to power 3 is 8. So I got ln 8 and plus ln 3. And here ln 10 I have it. And you know, again, this property of implement, but plus to multiply reverse property. So plus here, I can write in the bracket ln 8 and 3 multiply, I got 24. Okay, now this will go down and I will get what? Logarithm of 10 divided by a logarithm of 24. And he was asking in the same integers. So I hope so. The point is very clear and we have done this question. Question number 4, we have tan x plus 45 degree. For this one, tan, we have two angles. We have to go for fundamental law of tan. And what is fundamental law of tan? So I'm writing for you A plus B. And it's available in formula sheet, tan A plus tan B. And divided by a 1 minus the opposite sign of this into tan A and time to tan B. Okay, so you can see A and B, so x plus 45. So I'm applying here. Tan x plus tan 45 in the numerator and 1 minus because opposite sign of that. So product of both values. So tan x into tan 45 equal to cot. But cot, you know, cot is a 1 by 10. So I'm writing 2 times 2, 1 over 10. And now full question convert into tan. What is the tan 45? You can check in calculator. Tan 45, please convert in degree board is give you 1. So this is a 1 plus tan. So I'm writing here tan x plus 1 over 1 minus, it is a 45, 1. So this is 1 and 10, so 10. Okay, and here 2 ones are 2 over 10. Cross multiply, 10 multiply with the both. I am getting here what? Tan square x plus tan x into 1 tan x. These both values multiply the 2. 2 ones are 2 and 2 tan x. Okay. What I will do, student, after this, we will arrange. Wait a minute, what happened? Yeah, we will arrange them. Arranging means this will come here, and this it become tan 3 tan. So tan square already, but this tan same. So 2 plus 1 3 tan. And 2 comes also this side. I got negative 2. After this, what to do, students? I will show one step only. Tan x is equals to negative b plus and minus b square 4ac over 2a. Or I can apply factorization technique as well. Okay, all right. Two ones are two. Yes, we can apply factorization technique as well. Okay. And if I apply factorization, so okay, I think it is okay if you understand both ways, no problem. You just type in calculator or give the answer using the calculator even, no problem at all. So A is 1, B is 3, the C is -2. Answers are coming with us, but I think it's not coming in a whole number. So it means it's a quadratic formula, correct? So this is coming with me as first answer 0.5616. Second answer I'm getting here -3.5616. And both answers are 10. Okay, I got two answers. And yeah, now I have to go for two plannings. Convert into degree mode, make sure. Okay, what is this one? So tan inverse of this means x is equal to, not x, sorry, tan alpha. Alpha is called principal angle. Tan inverse 0.5616. Okay, and let me check. And if I go for the degree mode, make sure tan inverse 0.5616. It is giving me alpha is 29.3. So you know tan is positive, is first and third quadrant. This angle and this angle, I got 29.3, 29.3. But look on the top, he said first 0 to 180. It means we are bound in these two parts. So it means this is out of range. It means this in range. So X answer is coming 29.3 degree. And let's go for the next answer. And what about this situation? Same story. But as you know, tan is negative. Tan is negative in second and fourth quadrant. You know it very well. I will take principal angle alpha and tan will go there. Don't take negative sign, only positive. 3.5616. Okay. Oh, sorry for that, students. Okay. So when I get this answer, students, I'm getting what here? I'm getting here alpha is coming with me 74.3 degree. So 74 point is here and here. Again, this is out of range, this in range. So this is my answer. So how to write it? X 180 minus 74.3. And if I subtract, my answer come 105.6, not 6, sorry, 7, because rounding. After 6, we have one more number, and that is 8. 105.7 degree. So I believe that point is very clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We have done it. And let's go for next. Question number 5. Complex number U and W are defined. This is a U and this W clearly mentioned. Okay. And he said U square, find this one. And we have some rules and that I just want to tell you in multiplying and dividing. If two numbers are multiplying, like for example, for your knowledge, let me write U is equals to 2e to power 1 over 4 pi iota. Second is W, 3 times 2e, 1 over 3 pi iota. Okay, he's saying give this answer. Okay, how we can give you this answer? For your knowledge, this is called modulus. These both are called modulus. And if you ask me, so how to find out the modulus of U square? Okay, first of all, he's asking because this is a modulus of, okay, whole thing. So first of all, students, better is that if you take a square, and we can do two techniques, algebra and other one. I think algebra is better, first of all. So U square, I'm a square of this number. Look, I square this number. Maybe you feel easy in this way. Okay. And square, or do one thing. I think we can do the second method because you know u square. What is u square? First of all, what is u modulus? U modulus is 2. You can see clearly. What is argument of u? What is the argument of u? Argument of u is a pi by 4. You know, student, now I'm going to find the u square. What is u square modulus? For your knowledge, u square modulus means square of u, this one. So I got a 4. And when I say that, what is argument of u square? So I will multiply. Hold on, I'll just show you. Basic formula, that square never power take. This 2 multiply with that. Basically formula, what? I repeat my words again. If you have a argument of, you know, De Moivre's rule, if you remember De Moivre's rule, what De Moivre's rule says, whenever we have a, for example, u is equals to the argument of u is, let me write, the argument u is, for example, pi by 3. So then what is argument of u cube? So this 3 will multiply with that like this. So I hope so you got my point. Same thing here. So what is an argument of u? That is a pi by 4, given it by himself, pi by 4. But he's asking what is u square? So I will multiply. I got a pi by 2. So argument of u square turned to be pi by 2. Okay, this is done. So now I'm writing here, what is a W? W modulus is given by him 3. Let me write here. W is actually given there. Okay, I have, hold on. Better to write it here because I need a space for it. Okay, best idea, I bring it down, no problem. Okay, student, this is done. One part done. Okay. How to get the what is the modulus of W is so prominent, clear. This is a 3. And what is the argument of W? Argument of W is this. Okay, but here we have to divide now. Okay, let's go for it. W square by W. So if I go for the modulus of it, student, what happens? Modulus. So modulus of this give you what? So modulus of this one, modulus. So modulus of U square from here and modulus of W from here. So we get a 4 by 3. So this is actually, I can plug in it R in the place of R. So R is 4 by 3. One part done. I repeat my words because we have to answer in this format. So modulus of both I found here. And as I said before, W squared modulus is a 4. I copied here, and W modulus is 3. I divided them and add my R answer of R. Now, important part left only one, students. What is that? That is, what is a argument? Theta, okay? So argument of W square, or sorry, U square by W is what? Basically, students, what we do whenever, look, my question from you, if you are dealing with a logarithm property A over B, what we do in this situation, log of upper value minus log of lower value. Same rule we implement on the argument concept. So I can say here argument of U square minus argument of W. Same property I implement, okay. And U square argument, I have pi by 2. You can see there, pi by 2. And argument W, I just have it here where the W pi by 3. So I think you understanding what I'm saying. If I type in calculator, so what I get 3 LCM, 6 LCM, and I got a 3 pi minus 2 pi, ultimately I got a pi by 6. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, it means I got this one. So actually my target was this one to find. This is a modulus, which I got it. Now ultimately I got R e to power I theta in the format. So I'm writing here, finally, W square of this one, this is equals to 4 by 3 is modulus into e to power, or write just e directly, no problem. And this times to I. And this is our final answer. I quickly explain again because some students confuse what is going on. Before I start, basically what the number written before is called modulus and beside of iota. For example, if this is a Z, this R is called modulus of Z, and here is called this argument of Z. So same story I applied here, but I applied a formula, and formulas are what? So what is a U? If I take a U square modulus, so simply take power of that. But if I have this is argument of U, I want argument of U square, this two will multiply with angle. Hold on. If power modulus, multiply the power, take power, but in argument will multiply. For example, if power of U cube argument, what U cube argument? 3 will multiply. If U4 argument, 4 multiplies. I think point is very clear, and this part is okay. Let's go for the next part. This question B part, we have given here positive integer, least positive integer, such that imaginary of Wn is equal to 0, and this one real of. So we have to bring W down. What is W? W is this. So 3, I'm writing it from here. W is equal to 3 e to power 1 over 3 pi iota. Okay, now he said take a power of n of both sides. Actually, if I expand it, it become polar form. This is called polar form cos pi by 3 iota sine pi by 3. And if I take power n, take power n of both sides, take power n of both sides. So Wn is 3 to power n. And when I take the power n here, I taught before even, when you apply De Moivre's rule, n. So n multiplies the angles only. So it will turn to be this format. I can do directly even, but just sake of your revision, I am doing this one. So I believe you understood how I got this one. Now, students, according to demand, he said that this is iota. Iota means this is a complex part. Complex part, he said, equal to 0. I will take this equal to 0. So sine n pi by 3 is equal to 0. Reason, he said, imaginary of Wn is equal to 0. When you take a sine inverse of 0, you know it very well. Sine 0 is where? Sine 0 is 0. Sine pi is equal to 0. When you go back here, so sine double pi, 2 pi equal to 0. We have 3 answers. So n pi by 3, we got a 0, we got a pi, we got a 2 pi. Now this 3 multiply with that, we get n equal to 0. 3 multiply there and pi cancel, I get n3. If 3 multiply there, 6 pi cancel, I got a 6. I have 3 possible options. Naturally, 0 is not possible. 0 is not possible, okay? All right. Now we'll check which is the least positive integer, least positive integer. Okay, why I cancel 0? Because when he say positive integer, 0 cannot be count positive, cannot be count negative. That is possible. So now I'm plugging now this is I taken the complex part, now I take a real part. Real part is this. So I will taken this one and I will try some way now to, this must be positive. As he said that, positive. If I try 3 here, students, in the place of n, if I try 3, if n equal to 3, problem is that if I try 3 cancel out, I get pi, which is actually is -1, which is not possible. So this is ignored. And if I apply 6, when I apply 6 here, I got a cos 2 pi and 2 pi and 2 pi. So this is a coming, I mean to say with this positive 6. With a 3, it is not possible because 3 is giving you negative answer. Okay, and if I use 6, okay, it is giving us answer right. Okay, so it means this 2 pi is giving us the answer. And let me write here 2 pi, yes, 2 pi, and it is giving us the answer. So least number which we get from here, I'm writing now here. So it means this n is finally 6. So I hope so you got a point. And because if I try with a 0, not possible, and 3 even not possible. Yes, student, this is okay, but now I'm going to add one other way. Another way, I just add this one. So inshallah, maybe you feel that is easier way. So I just show you that. Okay. So what is the other way, students? Concentrate. Let me take the both parts and I discuss. First of all, he said imaginary of Wn is equal to 0. I just discussed with you one by one both concepts. Imaginary part equal to 0. You know, for example, any number, any complex number, for example, complex number Z is, I'm writing 3. What does mean? It means 1, 2, 3. It means this point, and this representing Z. You know, it has, it is what is called the complex part is 0. This is meaning of complex part is 0. So due to this concept, as he said that imaginary of complex part equal to 0, I can say that it lies on either right side of the x-axis or left side of x-axis. So look, I write from here. So I think this point is clear, students. So I am writing in sentence now, and I think all student understanding. I write a statement here. It means complex number Wn lies on x-axis. Now, this decides that imaginary part 0, so it means there's no answer here, no answer here. Either we are here or we are here. So thus one part is clear. Second part, students. Second part is what? Real part positive. So this is important part to discuss. Real of W to power n is bigger than 0. It means what? Let me decide. You know, when we go, look, I can tell you different values. If you are here, check in calculator, cos pi is -1. Okay, if you come back again here, cos 3 pi, check again, it is -1. If you come back again here, cos 5 pi, again -1. It means whenever I come on left-hand side, I get negative answer. But he said positive answer. He said bigger than 0. Bigger than 0 means, you know, this is negative answer, this is positive answer. So it means this is no way. So it means this, it means what I get knowledge from here, students. I get information from here. That is, it means this. It means this complex number W to power n lies on positive x-axis, not negative x-axis. So it means positive x-axis, we have first answer 0, second answer 2 pi, third answer 4 pi. So I can see here, what is, sorry for that, 1 minute. I have to bring W down. So this is our argument. What is the argument, students? Argument is a pi by 3. So if I expand it, I'm expanding now here. W is equal to 1 over 3. Yeah, 1 over 3 e to power pi by 3 iota. So if we expand it in a polar form, so it becomes cos pi by 3, sorry, n pi by 3. Hold on, yeah, because yn, if I take a power of n of both sides, so it becomes n pi by 3. So this is n pi by 3. And I'm writing here n, here I take here n, and here I take n pi by 3. So according to situation, this power, this angle, this must be 0, 2 pi or 6 pi. So I'm writing now here, it could be pi by 3, pi by 3, n pi by 3 is actually equal to 0, 2 pi, 4 pi onwards. But 0 is not possible. He said positive. So the 0 I exclude. So 0 gone. 3 to the, I got what answer? Students, this is a naturally pi cancel from both sides. I get a n equal to 6 pi, 8 pi onwards. But he said least number, so least number of n equal to 6. So this, I think so, students, you feel, I think easy concept, and I hope so. Both ideas are very clear. Okay, and let's go for next question. Prove identity, this one. These kind of problem, whenever this is single theta, this is double theta, this is 4 times theta. So we have to handle the problem of the angles. How to handle the angles? So we have a special formulas for it. First formula which use mostly is cos. Look, make sure cos, even cos. So actually we have two formulas. I'm writing both. So this double angle become half here. Okay. Second formula, most important formula is this. 2 cos square theta minus 1. These formulas have here. And these formulas are available in the formula sheet. So no problem at all. Okay. So this approach, you can see that, okay, I can replace here. No problem. Left hand side. This I can say 4 times to in the bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1 and plus 3. Okay, these two parts I copied, no problem. What about this? What about this? So how to handle it? Same formula. How come? Make sure if this 100 theta here I got a 50 theta. If I have a 20 theta here, I have a 10 theta. If I have a 4 theta here, I get a 2 theta. So okay, then game is over. 4 theta and rest everything remains same. Make sure students. So half angle comes here. And student, I'm going to write it now. So this I am writing here. And I believe you got it how I have converted in this form. But problem is still we have, and okay, I'll discuss that problem later on. So 2 cos square 2 theta. This minus and okay, let me open the bracket first. 4 multiply inside, I get a 4 2s are 8 cos square theta. 4 1s are 4 plus 3. And let me check once again. It is correct. Correct. Okay. Now, students, game is not over because I need 4. I need 4, but single theta I need it. So again, student, this cos square I will apply same. But problem, this square is disturbing to me. So I will do what, student? I will shift this power 2 on the top. And I write in the bracket, okay, I'll just do one step extra. This for 5 out of 5, 3 gone. I got -2. Okay, now I showed you this power 2 shifted on the top and this cos double theta replaced by it. And I believe, inshallah, now we'll understand we are close to our answer. Again, algebra. Now, what algebra I will use now? You know it very well, squaring identity. Squaring identity, which is a minus b whole square formula. And a square -2ab and plus b square. Apply. So applying means 2 cos squared 2 theta. Sorry. This is single theta now. Why single theta now? Because I applied this formula from double theta, it becomes single theta. Okay, single theta. Let me erase this again. Single theta minus 1. Okay, now applying the formula. So single theta whole square -2 into first term into second term. If you are not, if it is not convenient for you, you can write 2 term multiply, but I always like squaring identity. Okay, plus 8 cos square theta. Wait a minute. -2 I missed. I need space. Okay. Now students, open. Square of 2 give you 4 and square of 4 theta. 2 2s are 4 cos square theta plus 1 and plus 8 cos square theta minus 2. Multiply inside. 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 8. And 2 1s are 2. This 2 cancel with this cancel with this. And we proved right hand side. And I believe the point is very clear. And what is the next part? Next part is the same here. Okay, hold on. Let me write this one. So attentive, please. Okay, 8 cos 4 theta. This whole equation I take from here, I cut from here, and I paste here. This part will help me. Actually, see, is this two parts matching? Correct. But 3 is extra. When I bring 3 on this end, so this 3, I can write like this. Okay, let me shift it because a lot of disturbance. So I make it here. Okay, if I bring 3 on the other side, so I can write cos 4 theta plus 4 cos double theta equal to 8 cos 4 theta minus 3. Now, is this matching left-hand side? Yes, matching. Can I remove it and copy this whole thing in this part? Why not? I'm writing here by part A. So I'm writing here 8 cos 4 theta minus 3 equal to 4. This I got in the place of these two things. Now, students, I think rest is easy. 3 will go there, become 7. 7 theta and 7 is 7. Now cos will divide, 8 will divide, sorry. Now what to do onward, students? Take a, because whenever we take a root, problem is not root, I will take a fourth root. Let me tell one thing. If you take a square root, we always get a plus and minus 4. We take a fourth root, it give you plus and minus and root 16 of fourth root. It means whenever even root is there, sixth root, so we got a plus and minus sixth root of 16. Every time you write plus and minus, but odd number comes, like for example, x3 comes and 16, we will never take plus and minus, we just cube root of 16. So odd number, we never take plus and minus. And even number, we must take plus and minus, make sure. So when this power 4 goes there, it turns to be cos theta plus and minus fourth root of 7 by 8. I hope so, student. Is a very important concept you learn from here. And many students don't write plus and minus. So 7 by 8, one time positive and one time negative. Okay, now I'm taking cos inverse. Hold on, let me check radian degree mode. Okay, students, but first of all, cos, okay, one more thing. It is a 1 to 180 degrees, means first two quadrants. First two quadrants. So cos is positive here and here. Okay, and then cos negative where, students? Here and here. Sorry. Cos negative here and here. So this is out of range, this out of range, this in range, this in range. So if I take the cos inverse, theta alpha is equal to, okay, wait a minute, please. Alpha equal to cos inverse root 7 by 8. Okay, and same story other side, but I will not take a negative sign. Make sure negative never taken principal angle when I find. I got a same principal angle, no need to find 2 times. Okay, 7 by 8, if I get it, I get 20.7. Okay, wait a minute. 20.7, I get it from here. Okay, now wait a minute. Yes, this is okay. And hold on 1 minute, let me recheck. Is anything, this 3 for 7? 7a by 8. 8, okay, 4. Yes, is, wait a minute. 8, yeah, 8, okay. Okay, let me check in degree or radian mode. This is very important. Okay, so sorry, student, I have taken a fourth root by mistake. I wrote 4 here, but I must write fourth root. That is the reason, my typing error coming here. Okay, so this is not the same. So cos inverse, fourth root. So fourth root, I'm writing cos inverse fourth root of 7 by 8. This answer I'm getting here 14.7. 14.7 and 14.7. Okay, and 14.7 I write here, students. 14.7 I'm writing here and here and here. My first answer is 14.7 come from here. Second is from here till here. So it means theta is equal to 180 minus. Okay, students, my answer is coming 165.3 degree. And I believe this point is clear. And let me check, 1 dp mentioned? Not. If not mentioned, we must write 1 decimal place. And let's go for next question. Next question, number 7, we have a numerical solution idea. Equation of the curve is given by him. And he said 0 to pi by 2. And a point x is equal to a. The tangent to the curve, if given, is this one. Repeat my words again. Is a tangent to the at point x is equal to a, given by point given by him. The gradient is equal to 12. And gradient means derivative, differentiation. So it means, short story, he's telling us, he's giving us a direction that go for differentiation. All right. What is method of division formula? Quotient formula. In dividing condition, I put square of cos, which I squared, I will copy as it is, times 2 derivative of the numerator and the reverse. I repeat my words again, what I'm saying. So denominator put square, which I squared copy as it is into x derivative coming here, 1. Now x copy and this derivative coming here. And what is the cos square differentiation? First of all, this power 2, look, example I gave. If power 10 given here, what is the basic criteria? Differentiation criteria. Power comes down, multiply with the, and power 1 less, and into base derivative, that is a minus sign. Make sure this power will not come here. So same story here. So first of all, 2 comes down, power 1 less, into base derivative, base cos, its derivative is minus sign. So I'm writing here minus sign. And finally, if I write it, and you know it very well, I'm saying here at x is equal to a, derivative is equals to 0. Oh, sorry, not 0, 12, because he said 12. Okay, so it means I will replace here 12, I replace here 12, and now I replace every x by cos, x by a, cos square a. I'm replacing a here, and negative, positive, 2a sine a cos a. I replace every x by a. Hold on, this is a mix-up. So I just make it again, negative sign. Okay, I replace every x by a, and then reorder. Now, students, what to do? Okay, now I reorder cos square a plus 2a sine a cos a, and 12 goes there, minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, student, we have to show this connection. Okay, how to show this connection? So first of all, if you confuse, go reverse direction. For example, if I bring this cos inverse this side, so what I get, I'm writing it here. I get a cos a equal to cube root of cos a plus 2a sine a over 12. If you look at carefully, we can get this answer. How come? And wait a minute, there's a 4, sorry, just 2 to the 4. I missed even that. Oh, sorry, that. This is a reason I am just getting a different answer. Hold on. It means I have to leave the, so this cos 4. So it means this was missing. So it means with the 12, I'm getting this one. So cos 4a. Let me recheck. Yeah, this I kept here, 2 to the 4. This multiply with the 12, and I brought it here. Now correct. Okay, student, look at now carefully. Now you can see this cube root. If I bring cube root back in equation, this is a way to understand. I get a cube cos a plus 2a sine a by 12. If you look at carefully, student, cube I need, but I have a 4. I have one choice, cos. Why not take cos common? If I take cos common here, out of 2 cos, 1 cos left, 1 went out. This gone, so we got a 2a sine a left behind. Out of 4, 1 gone, cube left. I think you see, student, now it is a start matching. Our answer is start matching. So 1 minute, please. Let me drag this down because this is disturbing. Okay. Okay, student, now I can say either this part equal to 0, gone, or this part equal to 0, full. Cause I'm writing in order. How order? Okay, first I'm writing as it is, then I write order later on. Cos A plus 2a sine A minus 12 cos cube A is equals to 0. Okay, according to situation, this is a 0 to pi by 2. Okay, and 0 to pi by 2, and if you take this equal to 0, it's coming pi by 2. And he said pi by 2 is not equal. So this is out of, this is not possible, this is out. This is not possible. I repeat my words. If I take cos inverse of 0, it gives pi by 2, but pi by 2 is not included in the answer. So that is what is gone. So this part left only, I multiplied the whole equation by negative. Why negative? Because I not need cos cube positive. So or I can do one thing. This I bring on the other side. So 12 cos cube A is equals to cos A plus 2a sine A. Now 12 will divide. You know, best technique as a teacher, I'm saying you, best technique, what is the target? Right there and try to go reverse process. And you can erase this part because no need to show examiner, okay? So I'm erasing even, okay, I'm leaving for you only, no problem. So then a cube goes there, student become cos cube root, sorry. Cos A is cube root of cos A plus 2a sine A and divided by 12. But I take cos inverse also. So A becomes cos inverse and cube, I think put a bracket, Cube root cos A plus 2a sine A over 12. And I hope so. The point is very clear and with the target is achieved. Next part, verify that root lies between this. So we have two choices. Either I bring A on this side and the whole thing left side. I think better to bring A here. So I'm writing here, let f of A, I bring this A on this side. Okay, okay, this is better. So cos inverse cube root of cos A plus 2a sine A divided by what? 12 and minus A. Now, student, what I will do, one by one, I replace a value. One time I put 0.9 and one time I put 1. How come these both value come from here? And make sure, please, when you type in calculator, radian mode must be there. Cos 0.9 plus 2 times 2 0.9 into sine 0.9 over 12 and minus 0.9. Okay, let's see what answers turn to be. It's very big calculation. Okay, I am typing in calculator and keep in mind, please convert calculator in radian mode. Cos, okay, cube root. So be careful, cube root, fraction inside, cos 0.9 and plus 2 times 2.9 times 2 sine 0.9. And yes, down we got a 12. And then I close a bracket and minus 0.9. Okay, student, I'm getting answer what? Positive 0.086, whatever. So now I'm replacing everything. I save my time. I copy this whole equation. Okay. And I paste here because I have to type again, same thing. Only every 0.9 replace by 1, 1, 1, even 1 outside. So I'm replacing 1 only. So I'm even my in calculator students, I am replacing every 0.9 by 1. Okay, wait a minute. 1. Lot of calculation we have. I'm getting negative 0.03 or 4, whatever. And you know, I explained my previous lectures many times as sign changes. So root lies between, so alpha lies or A, whatever, A, yeah, A lies between 0.9 and 1. And basically, I given always this idea, look it now, is a positive and negative. So for example, this is a curve, and this is a 0.9. At 0.9, we have, this is a 0.9. From 0.9, I have a positive answer, and this is a 1. From n1, I have a negative. As this sign changes, so because root is this point we intersect is called root. So it means root lies. Last part, iterative formula, I will copy this formula, which one is written here. So, okay, this 12, hold on. Let me copy. A is equals to cos inverse, bracket open, cube root cos A plus 2A sine A over 12 bracket open. Okay, I'm copying this whole thing because this iterative formula we have to use below. Okay, I'm writing it now here, students. But make sure one thing is very important. What I will do, students, listen carefully. I will add, look, I'm writing in blue color. Left-hand side under A, I write n plus 1. And here I will write n. Here I'll write n. Here I write n. I mean, this is called superscripts. Okay. Sorry, subscripts, not superscripts, subscripts. So I think you're understanding, students, what I'm doing. So wait a minute. It means this is a way. Hold on. I think idea is very clear what I'm saying. So what I'm doing now, and I replace by 1. When I replace by 1, so 1 plus 1, I get 2. Cos inverse, cube root, cos. Now problem is coming with us. I will plug in 1, 1, 1. Every n replaced by 1. So A1 plus 2A1 into sine A1 divided by 12, close bracket. But problem, do we have A1 value? Answer is no. When we don't have it, we take the average of two numbers. And one extra part I'm telling now, if these points are not available, suppose not available, then I will take, this is a given by him, so I will take average of 0 and pi by 2. Average of 0 and pi by 2. So it become pi by 4. Okay, in case, but here given us more more accurate, that no, slightly accurate. So why average of that 0.9 plus 1, and I'm getting here 1.9, and 1.9 divided by 2, I got 0.85, 0.95, sorry. 0.95 is A1 value. This value I'll copy here, here, and here. So next step, this step I'm putting it how now? A2 cos inverse. But next time I'll not show this working. I can do somehow direct. 0.95 plus 2 times 2, 0.95, and sine of 0.95. Lot of patience required while attempting this kind of question. And I get a A2 answer. Hold on, because space is a problem maybe. So I drag back. Okay, A2 value, what I'm writing, let me check once. Okay, students, so cos inverse, and I have sorry, this is cube root. Sorry, I missed cube root now. Wait, let me check cube root. Yeah, cube root. Okay, students, cube root. And in fraction inside, cos 0.95 plus 2 times 2.95 into sine of 0.95, and denominator we have a 12. And that's it. My answer number 1 is coming with me 0.9743. And he said give a 4 dp, but final answer 2 dp. Okay, student, first I plug in n1, 1, 1. Now I plug in n2, 2, 2. Then I get at when I plug in 2 plus 1, give you 3. And when I plug in 3, I will get what? I'll show this step. So cube root cos, and this number will come here, here, and here. And this step you have to show to examiner. 2 times to 0.9743 sine of 0.9743 over 12. And let me check finally. Wait a minute, students, let me type. Okay, it is a total depending upon the typing. My answer is coming A3, 0.9694. Check, is 2 dp answers matching? Still not. Okay, now I'm going for A4. A4. And cube root. So you can ask again one question, sir. Can I skip this working? I think so. You have to show the steps. What is my opinion? Because he will show, he said that. Wait a minute. Give the result of each iteration. So it means if you skip this one and show this answers only, you will get marks. So no problem at all. Because sometimes he says show working, but this time he said show the result. Okay, my A4 answer is coming 0.9704. Now you see it is rounding. This, if a round 9 goes up 997 is the matching. And one more step, if I show the next answer, A5, 0.9702. So my answer is coming, I'm writing a little low. Next page, so A answer is coming 0.97. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe the point is very, very clear and the question is over. And let's go for next question. Question number 8 we have, in a certain chemical reaction amount X grams of a substance is increasing and differential equation is given here. Okay. And he's given us that at X equals 20 at the start of reaction. It means when time was 0, mass was 20. And we have a relationship between X, T, and K. We did not mention at all what is a subject, but maybe next part can help us. He's saying when X is 40, T is 10, find K value, and after that find the value of X as T approaches. It means X depending upon T. So X is my target and X to find. So let's see how we can find X. Okay, so X subject, it means I will keep my eye on X subject. Okay, so first of all, what is the technique? Cross multiply. Dx equal to K x e to power negative 0.1 t into dt. So X will go there. So K e to power negative 0.1 t into dt. Integrate both sides. So when I integrate both sides, I will get this. K you keep inside or outside, no problem at all. Okay. Now what is this function? You know, basically what rule function in denominator, its derivative in the numerator, and power of function is 1. We can write logarithm of function. So let's go for the solution. Here I'm writing logarithm of x and logarithm of x and k as it is. What is exponential? First, I keep as it is and then divided by powers derivative. So this become negative 0.1 plus c. Now, students, how to, there are two things mentioned here. Okay, but he said that k must involve there, so not a big trouble. C we have to get rid, and I will use this data. With t is equals to 0 and x is equal to 20. So when I put 20 here, logarithm of 20, when I plug in 0 here, so something to power 0 is 1, and this will stay behind. Do you know, student, 1 by 0.1 is giving 10. So it means it's a 10, okay? Okay, then this negative sign keep there, negative 10k, and this is becoming 1. And I believe you got a point. Bring on this other side. So C value becomes logarithm of 20 plus 10k. This value I'm going to plug in back here. So put, or just write directly. So logarithm of x. Okay, this I will simplify. I mean, this I can write negative 10k. Then e to power negative 0.1 t. And this value will go there. Plus ln of 20 plus 10k. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. You stop it here, or you can take common. Both are correct. 10k common. Okay. And this is my final answer for the first part. Take common, not a compulsory. If I take common, so what left here? Nothing means 1. And negative left here, e to power negative 0.1 t and plus logarithm of 20. This is my maximum answer. Next part. What is asking next part? X40 T10. I will put what? X40 and T10. So first task is K value, and then X when T become very large. So job number 1. Job number 1. I will use it here. And I keep it here. This is a part number 2. I'm starting from here. Is part 2, part B, sorry. Okay, as I keep the values here, students. So let's see what happens then. I plug in this 40 here. So I get a logarithm of 40. And okay, now T plug in here. So 10k times to 1. Okay, 10 times 2.1 give you, because 0.1 is 1 by 10, 1 by 10 and 10 cancel out. You look, 0.1 is actually 1 by 10. And if multiply with t means 10, it's got a 1. So I will say that I will get a 1 over e. 1 over e plus log of 20. Okay. And what he was asking, find out the k value first of all. So let's see how we can get a k value. So this will go there. ln 40 minus ln 20 equal to 10k. And this value, you can take LCM or you can leave as it is. LCM is okay, e minus 1. Okay, this is, we can make it combined form. So, ln 40 divided by 20, because it's minus sign. So we can divide them by writing here 10k is e minus 1 over e. This is cancel out, we get a 2 only. ln 2 is equals to 10k. In the bracket, I'm getting e minus 1 over e. Okay, students, this 10 will divide under it. I will get k value 1 over 10. Okay, second number, e multiplying up. I mean e over e minus 1. and 10 will divide like 1 by 10 into log of 2. I hope so you got the point. This is value of E, sorry, K value, and we got it. And let's go for what is the next part is asking for. What happens to T? What happened to X when T become very large? Okay, first of all, I will plug in back an equation. Okay, K value back in equation. So 1 minute. I copy this whole equation. So I'm going to put in equation. Okay, logarithm of X is actually equals to 10K, and K value is the whole thing coming here. 1 over 10 times 2 E over E minus 1 into log of 2 coming whole thing in the place of K. This will stay there. And I think I should write 1 minus 1 over 0.1 T. Logic because power negative. And plus ln 20. Okay. Students, this 10 will cancel out. Okay, you know, now I'm putting the value. When T becomes infinity. When T becomes infinity, you know, basic criteria, what 1 over 0 is actually infinity. If I bring their infinity down, 1 by infinity is equal to 0. So when I plug in infinity here and something to power infinity is infinity. So I can say, I can get it E by E minus 1 times 2 ln 2 and 1 minus 1 over infinity becomes 0. So I will save my time. Okay, okay, show one step, no problem at all. Now I think we can going to put the values in calculator. ln2, and this has become 1, so no need to type it. If examiner asks you the exact answer, so you can stop it here. Okay, now I'm going to type in calculator. Okay. Okay, let me type ln2 plus ln20. Okay, it is giving us E over, yeah, it is giving us what number? Is giving us, we have a 2 logarithms. We can keep in the power also, no problem at all. Or you can do the other way, 4.092, okay, logarithm of X. But we want to find X. So what student, what will happen, you know it very well. How to get rid of second option. If you don't want to do this way, we have another technique. What is that technique? You know, this whole value can go in a power of 2. Okay, next step, I show you logarithm of X, log of 2 to power E over E minus 1. Now student, log of X, and this is plus sign. It means this and this will multiply. It means it will look like this. 20 times 2, 2 to power E over E minus 1. Log cancel. Now, if I type this in calculator, okay, and 2 to power, in fraction, we have a E and E minus 1. So I'm getting answer, what, 59.875. And we have write 3 SF. So X approaches to 59.9. So I hope so you got a point very clear, and we can do another way, but I'm doing the first method, even that also correct. Okay, I hope so the point is very clear, and let's go for next question. Okay, next question, how we can do it. So what is the question here we have? Find the exact value of M. How to find exact value of M? So M is what? Point of minima. So how to find point of minima? So have a look here, how we can find. Question number 9. What is technique here? In the question, he said M is a point of minima. How to find point of minima? Either point of minima or point of maxima, whenever we need to find. So tangent at those point is, gradient is always equals to 0. And gradient is also called dy over dx. So let's start. So 3 minus x e to power negative 1 over 3x is a question I'm applying. And what is the rule of the when two functions multiplying each other? You copy v dash, v copy u dash, one by one. So I'm copying first function here, second derivative, and then I will write what? Then I will write opposite 1 by negative 1 by 3x as it is into second derivative. So this copy this derivative and then opposite. What is this derivative? First you keep as it is, multiplies power derivative, that is negative 1 over 3. And what about this 3? And what about 1? X become 1. So 0 minus 1. I'll copy derivative 0 as I said before. So what is a common? You see, can you see this matching? I will take negative, this is e to power negative 1 over 3x common. What left from here? This and this left. So negative 1 over 3 times 2, 3 minus x left. And what left from here? This gone. So plus into minus, minus 1 left. So either this is equal to 0 or this equal to 0. I'm writing both, but you know it very well. The first part cannot be equal to 0. And I will tell the reason. What is the reason behind it? Okay, this because if you want to bring power down, I have to take logarithm, and log of 0 will give infinity, undefined. That is why. So first of all, I will bring this one on the other end. Minus 3 minus x by 3 is equals to 1. Okay, 3 multiplies there. You got a negative 3 plus x is equal to 3. 3 goes there. We got x is equal to 6. And he was asking exact coordinates, so not x, y as well. So this I will plug in back. So what y is equals to 3 minus 6 e to power minus 1 over 3 times to 6. So y is equals to minus 3. This becoming negative 2. So you stop it here or you write this format. Both are okay. So I believe this is clear. And finally, I got x is 6 and y is minus 3 over e square. Okay, students. So let's go for next part of the question. The area of the shaded region bounded by the curve. Okay, so area of the shaded region bounded by the curve. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. This is not a target. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So area of shaded region. How to get shaded region, students? Shaded region area formula. What is area formula? If you remember, down x1, x2, y, dx. Why this whole will go there, no issue at all. Okay. So this is a lot of trouble here. Trouble is coming where? Hold on, I show you where's the trouble. Trouble is because this shaded area is a target. Starting limit is this, which is x1 equals to 0. And the second limit is this. Here, x2, I don't know. But one thing is clear at this point, y is 0. Okay, so student, I will copy this equation as well. Okay, so I copy first of all this and this. So I copy and I move on next page. Okay, this is a target. And this I'm taking here, reason is very clear. for x2, what I will put y0. When I put y0, students, I have two options, either this 0 or this 0. But again, exponential cannot be 0. So 3 minus x is equal to 0. X becomes 3. So it means very clear, upper limit is 3. Lower limit 0, upper limit is 3. I believe, student, up till here you're understanding. Now, what is the next plan? I have these two functions multiplying. This is u and this is v. You can ask one question, what reason behind? So if you remember, students, late, L-A-T-E, late. I am late. I stand for inverse function. L stand for logarithm function. A stand for algebra. T stand for trigonometry. And E stand for exponential. Okay, from top to bottom, top is V, bottom is U. And if we have exponential involved and algebra involved. So common sense, algebra, exponential is top, algebra down. So exponential is V, algebra is U. And now applying the formula. What is the formula? If two functions are multiplying, so we keep U as it is, first of all, without change, into integration of V minus a big sign of integral, bracket starts and brackets ends, and this copy paste. This value, I mean, V copy and I paste here. It means V derivative integration, again I will write, or copy paste, into d over dx of U. So this is a whole formula, let's apply. So U is this, so I'll copy without change. So 3, okay, I'm writing 3 minus x as it is, integration of this minus a big sign of integral, bracket starts, bracket ends, dx. And this I will copy paste here. Integration of this v function once again into d over dx of what? Of u function. So let's start, students. What is the method to do further? 3 minus x. What is this integration? First, you keep whole as it is. In differentiation, we multiply power derivative, here divides. And same value I will copy here. E to power negative 1 over 3x over negative 1 over 3 into derivative of this. And this is becoming 0 minus 1 and dx outside. And I believe you're understanding, student, up till now. Okay, you know what is this fraction part 1 over 3? It become flip, it will flip. And minus there, so minus 3. So it means this become minus 3 multiplies there. Minus 3 times 2, 3 minus x. And e to power, if I bring this in denominator, so power sign changes. If we keep it up, no problem at all. So negative into negative, positive, positive into negative, negative. This 1 by 3 become 3. You see, I can, wait a minute. Because this minus 1 is minus positive. What left inside? Negative 1 over 3x. Okay, students, now what to do? Let me recheck. Yes, all okay. Now, I'm going to integrate last time, and then I will put limits. What is this integration? First, keep as it is, divided by powers derivative. And limit is 0 to 3. Let me check, 0 to 3, correct. Okay. So I bring this whole data little down. Okay. Now, students, I plug in the limits. And when I plug in the limits, so finally, when I plug in the limits here, 3 minus 3, look at here, 3 minus 3, or first of all, simplify this maximum. Don't put directly. The chance of mistake So this minus into minus plus, this will flip and become 9. I get 9 and this will come down power positive, you know. Okay, again, I repeat, this is not compulsory. Now I plug in limit. When I plug in 3 here, 3 minus 3, 0, whole part 0. When I plug in 3 here, I get 3 cancel, and I got a 1. So it means 9 over E. Upper limit done, minus. When I plug in 0, when I plug in 0 here, okay, this is cancel out. Even here, 0. When I plug in 0 here, let's see what answer comes. This becoming -9. And when I plug in 0, something to power 0 is 1. Okay. Upper limit done. Sorry, so up this now I'm putting here. What is this? 9 over 1, because some. So you can see this is this cancel out. And ultimately, what is area turns to be? 9 over E unit square. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The point is very clear. Question number next 10. Keep your eye every time. What is the highest power of this? And after multiply denominator, highest power is 3. So upper power is coming x square, you see, and down x highest power is x cube. So if upper power is smaller or smaller, okay, smaller, then it's called, this is called proper fraction. And proper fraction, whenever comes, you can start directly. You can start directly. So proper fraction. You can start a question directly. Okay, otherwise what to do? If this upper power is equal or upper power is bigger, we do a long division, keeping this inside and this outside, long division, and then convert into proper fraction and then start partial fraction. So student, don't forget this rule. So that is why when I do this kind of question, first of all, I check. So first part is okay. It means I can start directly. So let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. 2x square plus 7x plus 8 divided by 1 plus x and 2 plus x to power 2 is equals to, I will write 3 fractions. Here I got 1 by 1 plus x. Here I get 2 plus x. Here I get 2 plus x to power 2. How I got it? This come directly, this without power, and then with power. And here I'm writing A, here I'm writing B, here I'm writing C. After this, multiply the whole equation by left-hand side denominator. So when I multiply with this factor, it's completely cancelled, and I will get 2x square plus 7x plus 8. When I multiply with this factor, this cancel out and this stay beside of A. And when this multiply with this factor, this will cancel a power only. Both values will stay beside of B. When this factor multiply with this cancel with that, and C times 2 1 plus x. Job number 1, I will put this equal to 0. So x become what? -1. Replace every x by -1. So when I put -1 here, so it gives us, let me check, 2 minus 7 plus 8. I get a 3. And you know, this is -1, keep it here. I get A, because minus 1. So this is a plus 1, plus square is 1. Okay, this, as I said before, this is equal to 0, and this is equal to 0, so gone. Both are 0. And finally, a value becomes 3. So we have done a value. Now we go for b value. Sorry. First, I kept this equal to 0. Now I'm keeping this equal to 0. So 2 plus x whole square is equal to 0. Root of both sides, we got a 2 plus x equal to 0, or x becomes negative 2. So when I replace minus 2 everywhere, for example, left hand side, I show directly 2 times 2, 2, 4, 8. I mean, 2 square 4, 4 twos are 8. 8 minus 14 plus 8. I get a 2. When I put in 2 here, because this I've taken 0, so this will finish automatically. Even this becomes 0. No need to waste time. Only this negative 2 will go in the third part. And I get what here? I get here negative c. And finally, c value is becoming here negative 2. Okay, student. First, I plug in this 0, both done. Now we have no other factor. Then we have ideal number is 0. So when I plug in x0 throughout equation, so 0 here, both gone, 8 left. When I put 0 here, gone, 2 square, 4 times 2a, 4a. 0 here, 0 here, gone, 0 here, gone. So 2 ones are 2b, so 2b. And 0 goes there and c. Okay, now students, I plug in the numbers. 4 times 2, 3. And 2b as it is, and c value 2. So 12. Out of 12, 2 gone, 10. 10 goes there, negative 2. Negative 2 is equal to 2b, and finally b becomes negative 1. And plug in back in this equation. Okay, I'm plugging back the values a, b, c. A value is 3, b value is minus 1, c value is minus 2. And this is my final answer. So I hope so you got a point very well. And let's go for next part. Next part, what we have, he's saying obtain expression of x and including x square. X square is including. So how we can do it? Before you start, the formula is must, you know it. 1 plus b to power n, and 1 plus the product of these two, nb. Then n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial square of b. Square of b means square of this number. Although is not needed, but I'm writing n into minus 1, n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into cube of b. But in this our question, we need only square. It means still this much. But this formula is only applicable if this is a plus 1. We must need plus 1. Check, do we have a plus 1 here? Yes, so this is no problem here. Do we have plus 1 here? No, we need it. So how to make it? So students, 2 common from denominator. 2 is present here. I will get 1. Do I have present 2 here? No. So 2 will go in denominator of x. Here minus 1. Do we have a 1 here available? No. How will do it? Same story. 2 common. 1 plus x by 2. but make sure power 2 I put in a whole on top. This square come from here. Okay, chance of mistake. So that is why please write in this way. Otherwise, a lot of chance of mistake. So 3 over 1 plus x. This negative 1 over 2 I'm writing here. Or I can bring it up now. Okay, no problem. I'm leaving as it is, okay. No problem. Next step, I will do it. What to do here? There's negative 2. Square of 2 become 4. And this bracket has a square as well on the top. Now, students, I'm bound to bring it up. Otherwise, it cannot complete a question. If bring it up, power become -1. This goes up, power -1. What about other? Same story. 1 plus x by 2 to power -1. What about last one? -1 over 2, because they simplify. And 1 plus x by 2 to power -2. I call this equation number 1. Now I'm applying this formula 1 by 1 on this, and this. So 3 times 2, 1 plus x to power -1. 3, according to rule, what is NB? N is power and B is in. So power is this x, NB. 1 plus N into B. Then N, you can see this one, N into N minus 1 over 2 factorial times the square of x. So on, so forth. In the bracket, I'm getting 1 minus x. Okay, this will cancel out. You can type in calculator. This will become +1. So I get a plus x to power 2. If I multiply, I get a 3 minus 3x and plus 3x to power 2. So first part is over. It's a little complicated, students. So we have to be careful. So we have done first part. Now, students, same manner, we go for the second part, which is here. So let me copy the including negative sign, I copy. Okay. So one part is over, second part. So -1 over 2. What is again formula you remember? 1 plus NB. N is this, B is this, according to this one. N is this, B is this. Again, same story. N minus 1. So N and -1 divided by 2 factorial into square of the B value. So ultimately, what I get? 1 minus x by 2. Again, this cancel out. I get a x square by 4. Expand the bracket. -half, positive x by 4, and negative x square by 8. Second part over. Let's go for third part. Third part is this, including sign. Same formula, student, -1 over 2 as it is, NB, 1 plus NB. N is this, B is this. N into N minus 1 over 2 factorial into square of other value. So be careful. 1 is negative x come because 2 to cancel out. Here, if you type this in calculator, it gives you 3. Okay, 3. So 3 from there, x squared by 4 from here. And finally, I get 3 by 8, x to the power 2, done. I put all values in 1. Put in 1. What is 1? You can see this equation. So I'm going to just write together. What is the way? From here 3, from here this, and from here this. So 3, negative half, negative half. I took constants. Now I talk about x coefficients or x values. Negative 3x, this one, let me write one by one. Negative 3x plus x by 4, x values, and plus 1 over 2x. Now x square coefficients. Value, sorry, 3, this one, 3x to power 2 come from the top. Negative x square by 8 and negative 3 by 8x square. Simple, a matter of typing in calculator. Here I get it because half have 1, so we got a 2. What the other one? So negative 3 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2. It giving us negative 9 over 4x. And last one, 3 minus 1 over 8 minus 3 over 8. Just type coefficients in your calculators. This dot you don't write or write, no problem at all, because he was asking first 3 terms. And this is done. Let's go question number 11. Question number 11 is what? He's saying that, let's read one by one, because this question is a little complicated. Looks like OA, OB 44. So this is OB and this is OA 44. So this length is 4 units. And the other length is also 4 units. So 4J. So what is OB? 4J. What is OA? 4I, because I direction. Okay, students. DC is 1 unit. Okay, the top is 1 unit. So this I'm writing here 1. Is this a parallel to J? So I can write only J. 1J or only J, no problem at all. Next part. He said that this is an AOB 90 degree. AOB. So this angle is 90. Naturally, IJK mentioned that this is a word, this is your region. And he mentioned that this all is mentioned clearly. AB is a midpoint is M midpoint. So gap is, what is this? This gap equals to each other. Okay. And what's further? 1 minute. I think we're missing one part. Yeah, OD is 3 units. So this is a 3. So this is called 3K. Okay, student, now we can proceed. What is the first task? MD. So best technique when you start this kind of question, path writing, starting from M, ending at D. How many ways? M to A to O, O to D, M to B, B to O, O to D. I have many ways. Okay, I'm going for M to B, then B to O, then O to D. Now let's see how we can fulfill the plan. Problem is coming with MB only. Rest we know. This we know, this we know. So how to get MB, students? MB, this vector I'm looking for, this vector. This is half of full vector. Okay, I draw again. So this is you can write it here that MB is, I'm writing here, MB is half of AB vector. You see, and please keep in same direction. And what is BO going backwards? My negative 4J. What is OD? 3K. So students only left AB. What is AB? If we were looking for AB, this, can I say A to O, O to B? Yes, I can write. So I'm writing here separate, A to O plus O to B. Or you can write, some students ask me, so can we write the other way? We normally use OB minus OA. Correct. OB minus OA is also correct. You see, if you change the direction of OA, this negative will eliminate and OB matching. Same, they are same. So I don't want to confuse you, but I just tell both are same. What is A to O? A to O backwards is a negative 4i. And OB is 4j. This value is going here. Negative 4i plus 4j, negative 4j plus 3k. So this is simplified, is 2 divide both, negative 2i plus 2j and 4j and plus 3k. And finally, this and this will, wait a minute. Yes. So MD, we are getting to negative 2i, solve these two, negative 2j and plus 3k. So MD vector is done as well. Finally. Okay, students, MD is done. What is next part is asking ON. Where is ON? What is the path of ON? Starting from O, ending at N. So this vector I'm looking for, this vector. What I'm planning, two plannings. O to B, B to N, O to D, D to C, C to N. Is a longer path, better than O to B, B to N. So I'm writing O to B, B to N. What is ON path? O to B plus B to N. Okay, students, so let's try how we can get this one. O to B is very clear, 4j. So here, not a big issue. So I'm waiting for the value of Bn. So let's see how we can get the value of Bn. Bn, so this NB will help us. Okay. Now, problem is that if I write it here, because some students confuse what to do, Cn is equal to 2 times to NB. If you put arrows, vectors, so this comes down. So Cn by NB is 2 and nothing under, so I write 1. It means Cn is 2 ratio and NB is 1 ratio. Cn is what? This Cn. I'm writing 2. And where's NB? This, I'm writing 1. See, this 2 ratio, this 1 ratio. So this is very clear. Now I will use this technique, V for vector, or write full vector and ratio. I'm trying to use this connection, vector and ratio technique. So what is my missing value? NB. Because if I get an NB or BN, sorry, same direction. If I, okay, I'll write BN. So BN is my unknown. And what is the longer path? B to C. I show once again what I'm talking about. From B to N is this. And B to C is this. Keep same directions, make sure. Okay, BN, I'm writing here, BN is actually 1 ratio, you see, 1. And now you can ask one question, why not you take NC, sir? Reason, this is unknown, I can't use two unknown, but B to C I can find. So I'm writing here BC and writing here 3. 3 come from where? 1 plus 2, 3. Cross multiply. So 3 times 2 BN equal to 1 times 2 BC. So Bn become what? Bn vector become 1 over 3 times 2 BC. I can work it short technique even. You see, Bn is actually one part I need. I copy, total parts are 3. I copy times 2 BC. If you want to avoid it, no problem at all. Short technique available. But this is ultimate method. If you have a tough question, this is an easy one. If you have a tough question, so this technique will help you a lot. Okay, now problem is BC. What is a BC? BC. Can I say B to O, O to D, D to C? Yes. I'm writing in a bracket. B to O. 1 minute. B to O, O to D. O to D and D to C. Okay, students, let's start. Let's complete 1 over 3. What is B to O? B to O is going backwards, negative 4J, negative 4J. Negative 4J and 3K. And what is the last one? This is a J only, but going this direction. Open the bracket, 4J, negative 4 over 3J. Because 1 over 3. Yes, so 1 over, okay. And, or I can do one thing. I can do first simplify inside. 1 over 3. This and this will give us negative 3J and plus 3K. So if I, well, this have 3 inside, 1 by 3 inside, I got negative J and I got a only K. And finally, I get what OD vector is, sorry, this I missed 3. No, it's cancel. Okay. So finally, I get, because they subtract them, I got a 3J and plus K. And this is my final answer. Okay, this is done. And let's go for next part. He's saying find out the angle in degrees between these vectors. So what we have this kind of thing. So MD vector dot ON vector equals to MD magnitude into ON magnitude into cos of the angle between them. MD vector I'm writing here, ON here, magnitude of one vector, second vector, and cos of the angle between them. Okay. So MD here, negative 2, negative 2, 3. Negative 2, negative 2, 3. And ON, I just got it here. There's no I. No I is a 0. 3 and 1. Square of each value and add them is called modulus. 4 plus 4 plus 9. Square and add them. 0 plus 9 plus 1. And dot product corresponding values multiply. And later on add them. So I got a 0, minus 6, and plus 3. Here I got a 17. Okay, here I got root 10. So these both were, and you know, this is coming negative. And root 17, root 10 in cos theta. And if this dot product come negative answer, you know, just extra knowledge. If a dot product of two values, I mean, A dot B, if comes negative, so theta 100% bigger than 90. And you will see inshallah now. But if A dot B is positive, this is a obtuse, sorry, acute, less than 90. And if A dot B equal to 0, I mean, here 0 come, then theta is sharp 90. So 3 values, don't forget it's 3 rules. Now I take a cos inverse, and cos inverse, you know it very well. Root 17 and root 10. Okay, I'm going to type in calculator. Make sure in degree mode, cos inverse fraction, negative 3 divided by root 17 and 10. And answer is coming 103.3 because one decimal place we have to answer. So this part is clear as well. And let's go for next question. Next part. Show that length of the perpendicular from M to ON is this much. This is I show first in diagram, then I bring diagram here. Perpendicular from M to ON, M to ON, M to ON. Where is ON? ON is this part. You see, this is ON. Okay, show a blue color. This is a line making 90 degrees. See, making 90 degrees. So this is a perpendicular. Okay, this M to ON. So this ON and this M. So this diagram I'm going to make in next page. but this time I'm showing M on the top. Okay, which coordinates I can find easily. Where is M coordinates? M coordinate, I mean OM. OM behave as a M. I think I got it before. OM. I think yeah, okay. If I don't have, I think I have it. Look, what is OM? O to A to M. Or I have a MB, I have a MB. I can go O to B to M. So I'm writing here, OM vector is equals to O to B plus B to M. And O to B is 4J. O to B and B to M. So O to B is 4J. And BM, I mean MB, same, just opposite direction. So this is MB, this is MB, this is MB. Okay, or this, even this. So these values I will take, but I will take opposite signs. Okay. So I repeat, MB I'm looking for, this is a BM. So BM equal to this, equal to this, equal to this. So it means I will take same values, opposite sign. So plus 2I and negative 2J. And finally, I got 2I plus 2J. And K is not there, I will write 0. I think clear, and let's go for complete a question. So I will take this thing whole from here, cut from here, and paste here. Okay, this is a very clear plan. So M is this, which has a coordinates 2 to 0. This is a perpendicular on a line which he mentioned O and N. We can't say the midpoint, but it's O N. This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Okay, this is I call as a foot of perpendicular. F stand for foot of perpendicular. And what is thing is that length of perpendicular from M to N. So this is length I have to prove is this. So let's see how we can do it. Before I start, I'm looking for ON, equation of line, vector equation of line is my target vector. Equation of line ON. How to find it? So formula is R is equals to, A plus lambda times 2B. What does A stand for? A point on the line. What does B stand for? Direction of the line. So I will take 0, 0, 0 in the place of A. Logic, because O has origin. I will show again. And B is direction, which is actually direction is taken here. This is taken as one of the direction. And ON. This is a 3I 0, 3, 1. Because X is 0, 0, 3, 1. 0, 3, 1. And I show once again, because this diagram O stand for origin. So when you make this vector equation of line, we'll take 0, 0 points, a specific point of the line, and ON I will take as a direction of the line of ON. And I believe you got my point. Now, students, whenever we have a line, we cannot use directly. We have only choice, convert standard form of line. Standard form of line. And when you convert standard form, what happens, students? So this lambda multiply inside and add in this. And I get I got a 0. I get 3 lambda, I get a lambda. But when you convert any line, this line, so it represents every point of the line by this vector. Okay, I mean, this is a x coordinate, y and z coordinate. This is x, y, z coordinates. Even this we can represent by this. So I think I can write 0, 3 lambda, comma lambda. So these are coordinates of F even. So I'm writing here, even OF is also represented by the same thing. Okay. All right. So what is a method, students? Method basically we use is what? MF vector and line direction equal to 0. So I try make here, because when two things are perpendicular to each other, I said before, so dot product equal to 0. So I'm writing here MF vector dot line direction, which is ON, or which is I call it a B equal to 0. So I call this as a B. This is called B. You see, line direction B. Okay. But problem, do we have a MF? No, we will find it. Or we can find it. Let's start. MF. OF minus OM. OF minus OM. Here is my answer. What is OF? OF. This is OF. So 0, 3 lambda and lambda. What is OM? We have it OM even. 2, 2, 0. 2, 2, 0. So when you subtract, I got -2. This subtract, I got 3 lambda minus 2 and only lambda. Now I got it. B is line direction, so I'm using this formula now. So MF dot B is equal to 0. -2, 3 lambda minus 2 lambda. B is called direction. This is a 0, 3, 1. Dot product multiply corresponding position values. I got a 0 plus 9 lambda minus 6 plus lambda is equal to 0. I got 10 lambda equal to 6, and lambda becomes 2 3s are 2 5s are. It means this, there are million trillion undefined values of lambdas, and I will move forward and backwards. So at this point specifically, lambda value is 3/5. So if I'm looking for, F coordinates, I will copy here, simple, or copy here. So, so OF coordinates turn to B. So I'll copy this in this because it's OF. So 0, when I plug in there, 9/5. When I plug in there, 3/5. And now I'm finding I have a F coordinate, I have a M coordinate, 2 to 0 and on. Okay. So 2 to 0. And F coordinate 0, 9/5 and 3/5. And how to find the distance between them? A easy thing, you know it very well. Distance formula. X2 minus X1 whole square, Y2 minus Y1 whole square, Z2 minus Z1 whole square. So I can start from any point. Okay, I start from the top, 2 minus 0 whole square, 2 minus 9/5 whole square, and 0 minus 3/5 whole square. Just a matter of typing in calculator. This is a 4. What about this? 2 minus 9/5 and square 1/25. What here? 9/25. Now I'm typing all together. 4 plus 1/25 plus 9/25. And if I take a root of this, I get root 22/5, which is matching. You see, root 22/5. If you type all together in calculator, maybe you not get answer. So type this inside root part only. Don't type including root. And proved. So distance between the point O to the perpendicular distance is root 22/5. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope so. The concept is clear and you got a paper concept. So best of luck to your exam for tomorrow and onwards. And pray for me. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.